Steve, obviously a disappointing night. What are your thoughts on it?
Exactly what you said, Jim. Disappointing night. Down to 10 men. No, didn't use the ball well enough. Got crosses in. Got to look again to see how good the quality was. Did we make the right runs? But disappointed to let the goal in last minute of the game. Desire to stop the cross wasn't there, and they got the header, so they go through and we go out.
And you didn't have an awful lot of choice to choose from tonight. We seem to be quite short of players again. Not that I'm making that as an excuse, but you know,
Folksy weren't available, Tonbridge weren't available, Calder-Costa weren't available, Deshaun weren't available, Jason Williams weren't available. So I've got to address that. I've got to get players in. Some may have to go, but that's something I've got to sort out with the chairman. And I say it's normally around about this time that we make a few changes anyway, and we've just got to start doing the right things. I've got to look at myself, make sure I'm doing the right things, picking the right team, right systems, and we move on.
and in a sense, we didn't really want it, but you've got a little bit of time now. We've got
I'd rather have played Saturday.
Yeah, of course.
I'd rather have gone to Dulwich Jam Saturday.
Of course.
Whether it's via penalties or whatever, but we didn't get an opportunity because we didn't stop the cross coming in.
Yeah.
So, like I say, it's we've got some time, but it's one of them. Was that time bring me? No, because we can train, but our next game's Maidstone, which is a massive game for this club, and I need a little bit. I need to give more, and I need to get more out of the people I've got with me at the moment. And if I can do that, great. If I can't, then we have to have another conversation.
Can I just ask about Zach? I wasn't quite clear. How long he was with us for?
He wasn't at Dover. He was training at Dover. He's with us for the time being.
Okay.
I thought he'd done okay tonight. But again, like I say, it's one of those. We didn't get a result, and boys aren't happy about it. I'm not happy about it. People watching the stream probably ain't happy about it. But at the end of the day, like I say, I've taken myself away from all this social media side of it and listened to all the doubters and the negative ones, because when we Bradford, it was magnificent, no doubt, getting hung out to dry as well as some of them players, and we'll stay tight together. When the fans are allowed back in, you know what I mean, we'll give them something to shout about. So like I say, it's just we've got to dust ourselves down and go again. It's a difficult time at the minute, but I've been here before. Tougher time than I'm going through at the minute, and the players, and we've come out the right side of it, and we'll do it again, because I believe we've got a lot of spirit about ourselves. Tweak a little bit here and there and we'll be fine.
Thanks very much indeed, Steve, for your honesty. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, Jim.
Ben, what do you think went wrong tonight?
It became difficult. They went down to 10 men, and I think we had a lot of possession. We just didn't create that final third chance. Managed to we put in a few balls in the box, but it just never looked like we were really going to score a goal today. And obviously things got a little bit frustrating, and what's even more frustrating is that we've ended up making a few mistakes in the game and giving away a goal. I think you have to sort of say, when they're down to 10 men, you can't afford to let in a goal, and at least worst comes to worst, get to 0-0 and try and go for on penalties.
As the lower division side, when they get players sent off, would do, they got deeper, it became harder to break down. Is this the theory that it's sometimes harder to play against 10?
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't say it was like that tonight, to be honest. Just mainly because I actually felt like we did have a lot of space, we did have a lot of possession. But it's always going to happen. Sometimes teams sit off and you can't break them down, and there's always just going to be that one counter attack that we have to make sure we're still defensively there to try and defend the ball, and then that didn't happen tonight. Obviously, I feel like it's a bit of a negative at the moment, we're on a bit of a blip where results haven't gone our way, performances probably haven't been good enough, and we just need to sort of look back to when it was going well, when we had our little FA Cup run and things like that, when there was positives. We've had a few good wins in the league, we just need to sort of get back to that.
And it's at home, although there are no supporters, there's actually not much difference between home and away games, like what people are saying, but it's at home. I think that the performances have been more below par than away, aren't they?
Yeah, which is strange, because last year we were the other way. I hadn't lost at Longmead last year, and I remember thinking that coming into this season. And look, you can use the excuse of the fans. You don't know if the fans came back, we started winning again. Then that was the excuse. But it's not a good enough excuse to say performance hasn't been good enough because of the fans. I do think if we got our fans back, and it would get an uplift to games and things, get that sort of positive buzz around the ground again, that would make a massive difference. But we can't blame anything on that. We have to look at our performances. We have to analyse them and take it on.
It means now the next game is the Maidstone game, so big game for people like yourself, Sonny, who played at Maidstone. How, even though the fans aren't here, how big a game is that?
Yeah, that's always a big game. Obviously, where we spent our time there, and we had a good bit of success there, and now we're on the other side of the river and things. And I think we had a really good game against them on Boxing Day, New Year's Day last year. It was probably the most dominant performance we've had, or since I've been here anyway, where we managed to put so many corners in, and just we were unlucky not to come away with the 3 points. So we'll remember that. Again, it will be different without fans, because that's always a great game for everyone, just because of the buzz between both fans, the rivalry. But it's one that we've got to look at, treating it like a massive rival game, which it is. We're focused on being with our team and trying to get as many points out of them as we can over those 2 games.
Those of you who are sort of fairly local and played a lot of youth football in Kent will know about that. But I think there are a lot of players here who aren't. Actually, look at the Maidstone side. A lot of them aren't local to Maidstone anymore.
Yeah,
It'll still have that intensity, won't it?
Yeah, it definitely will. I think that's happening in all levels of football anyway. It's just trying to let everyone know what a rivalry really is like. Sad, Johnny. What a rivalry really is like, and Maidstone Tonbridge is probably, having been all the rival games that I've played in, it's probably the biggest one. So it really is a one that is going to be a lot of bragging rights behind it, and we know that. We'll have to let the players know that how big this game is and how much effort we're going to have to put in for it. But it shouldn't be any different to another game. We should still be putting in maximum effort and just making sure we do what we do and get back to winning ways.
Maidstone fans will say they probably by rights should beat Tonbridge 9 times out of 10. Bigger club, bigger support base, probably bigger budget. I don't know about that, but they don't.
No,
Tonbridge often win that one.
Yeah, I mean, even when I was at Maidstone, we drew, didn't we, New Year's Day, and then you guys beat us down here. So yeah, obviously the history's got us, but there's no such thing. We're in the same league. There's no club's bigger than the other. No fan support's bigger than the other. We're in the same league at the moment. We're both level playing field, and it comes down to who's going to win on the day. But I would never say maybe because they do get 2,000 fans doesn't make them a bigger club than us. It's still going to be us against them on the day, 11v11, and it's down to us to put in the right performance. And to be honest, I know it's very frustrating that we're not still in the trophy, but looking forward to that being the next game, because that's going to get a reaction, and we need to make sure we turn it on for that game.
Okay, well, good luck for that one.
Yeah,
Tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.